Today we are going to see our fourth SEM communication and soft skills syllabus and the topic in detail. Right here in this SEM you have altogether 5 units. The first unit is regarding the soft skills. Under it you have 5 subtopics, 5 chapters you can say. The second unit is about the paragraph writing. Third unit is paraphrasing and summarizing. Fourth unit is regarding the for letter writing and e-correspondence, email. And the last unit is about the job application or covering letter. And we'll see the what's the question paper pattern here is. See, every from every topic you have a choice, and each question is of 5 marks, and the paper is of 50 marks, as you know, CSS paper, right? So regarding the soft skills you have 5 topics. I said that first topic is positive attitude. Second one is First one is positive attitude, that we are going to see in today's class. Second one is body language. Third one is SWOT and or SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats or challenges. The fourth one is about the emotional intelligence. Okay, the last one in this is netiquette. These all topics we'll see in detail. See, regarding the positive attitude, the number of questions which covers from the soft skills part is from positive attitude. You will get 2 questions. You have to write any one. It's of 5 marks. And from body language, again, you will get 2 questions. See, for every topic, you have the choice. Option is yours. From body language, you will get 2 questions. And one is the match the following, matching, and the other one is question answer. Okay, it's again of 5 marks. Every question is of carries 5 marks. Next one is SWOT analysis. Again 2 questions, you have to write one. In emotional intelligence and from etiquette, you have the option. You will get the question from both of the topic and the option is yours. Here emotional intelligence, or you will go with an etiquette. So now today we will see the positive attitude. So what do you mean by attitude first? See, you might have heard the people saying to you, change your attitude, change your attitude. What does an attitude means? And what is a positive attitude? See, attitude is generally, you can say, the way of looking at things, how you look at the people, how you look at the things or the objects or the situation. It is called an attitude. See, when you see someone, you simply get irritated whenever or someone or something, right? You simply get irritated or you feel happy. So that is how you're looking at the thing, you can say. See, how you're looking at that person, which makes you anger, which makes you happy, or the object which makes you irritated or it makes you happy, or you can say an animal, anything. Simply we can say that an attitude is a way of looking at a person, thing or object or anything, any situation. We can say any situation. So right, so here they have given about the attitude, and afterwards we'll come to the positive attitude topic, right? First we'll see attitude. Attitude can be learned. It is said that as a habit, as a person learns the habit, few habits, good or bad habits, whatever it is, they learn the habits, right? In the same way, attitude can also be learned. The attitude means a positive attitude can also be learned by regular practice. Right, now we'll see what attitude means and what is the definition of it. From here they can ask what is attitude and what are its components. The second question is, what are the characteristics of a positive attitude? Or they can ask a question, how positive attitude can be developed. Okay, right? Now we'll see what attitude is. Broadly speaking, attitude is a way of looking at things. Simply, the simple definition you can say, it is what? A way of looking at things. It is our perception of the world based on our thoughts, desires, and experience. Perception means the our outlook, how we look at the things. It's our thoughts, it's our desires and experiences. If the person might have a good experience in his throughout his life, definitely his way of looking at things will change, comparing with the other person who has a lot of miseries in his life, right? So it depends upon the past experience, the desires, the wishes, and the thoughts. See, thoughts play a major role in everyone's life. Throughout the day, a person makes 50 to 60,000 thoughts. By if I show this pen to you, then you may immediately number of thoughts may arise in your mind. Right? You may see someone see the color, someone will see there is a means what you can say. It's a very short. It's very stout. Right? So attitude is not a simple, it is not a simple, static, or one dimensional concept. It is not fixed. It is a, what is saying that it is attitude is not a simple thing. It is not a static. It is not a static or fixed. It is not any one dimensional concept, any idea. It is a complex and dynamic. It is complex and dynamic. Dynamic in the sense means taking immediate, what you can say, the response, whatever it is. A business dictionary defines attitude as a predisposition, a preconception, or a tendency to respond positively or negatively towards a certain idea. Right? How the person respond positively or negatively to a certain idea, object, or situation. Attitude influences not only the choices we make. See, there are, if one situation arises, you have a lot of choice whether you have to take it in a positive manner or you have to go with a negative thing. So choice is depends upon the person, right? So attitude influences not only the choice we make but also how we respond to situation. For this, I'll give you an example, that if a child, a small baby, is playing on the ground or in the house, suddenly while playing, he or she might, the baby might have fallen. Right? What about the response of the other people who are, means the elders who are there in the home, by seeing that baby? Some may scream, oh, what happened to her? She might have hurted. Means the emotion which came out from that elderly person is different from the other person's. Other person may say that, okay, it happens, okay, nothing to worry. The other person they says that some other thing, he won't make us. They may by sitting in the chairs, everyone is sitting around the baby, and someone will immediately rushes to her, or someone may be sitting on the chair without any movement. So you may see different type of people in a family too, who responds very what you can say, means they respond very quickly, or the response is nil from someone, right? So that type of attitude of people we can see around us. So here the person is saying what the attitude is telling about, that how we respond to situation, right? How we respond to the situation. Suppose if I give you one example, a student, or means when he has written his exam, he was very confident that he will get a good marks in his exam. Then definitely when the result came, the student who was very confident found that the result is he got failed. Then if the person is so strong enough, he has a self confidence in him, definitely his attitude, what his attitude will be, He will won't believe his marks because he was very sure, damn sure that he will pass the examination. Then definitely what he will do, he will go with what you can say for an evaluation test, right? So the other person who is weak, whose attitude is negative, definitely he will do some or other wrong to him or herself, right? So here, attitude consists of four major components. Sorry. So, what is the first one? Emotions or feelings? See, the question directly they can ask that what are the four major components of an attitude? What is attitude? In the previous slide, what I have described you, which I have explained, is regarding the definition. You can take it as a definition, and these are the components. Yes, the attitude consists of four major components. First one is emotions or feelings. See, what is it? How we feel about something. Second one is beliefs or opinions held consciously, knowingly, what we think of something, right? Inclination for action. Inclination means wanting, whether we want to do something, positive or negative response to something, what we do about something. So these are the four major components. First one is the emotion, next one is the belief, so next one is the inclination towards the action, and is a positive or a negative response to something. Now, according to C.T. Morgan, an eminent professor of psychology, his definition, according to him, regarding the attitude is, I'll explain, says a brief introduction of psychology in 1978 that a person's attitude can be inferred from the thing a person does, can be concluded, okay, by what type of person does the works, what he did means what he do, tells about his attitude. If you see people who do social service, a lot of social service without any what you can say selflessness service, you can say that type of people, by seeing such people we can say that he has a great attitude, means his way of looking at things is very great. See, right? So the things a person does, if a person is doing harm to the society or harm to the public, then definitely we'll talk negative about them, right? What will think that the person, he doesn't have minimum manners or minimum attitude towards the humanity. Yes, the person, things a person does, it has a powerful influence on a person's preferences on his or her behavior. See, you might have heard your parents telling that you have to make good friends. Okay, don't go with the friends who are not so correct or not so true to you. Yes, these suggestions, this guidance is given by everyone, whoever is a well wisher to you, right? So here what is it is a, it has a powerful influence on a person's preferences and on his or her behavior. If the student prefers to move with the other fellow people who peer students who are indulged in other activities or illegal activities, if we say, okay, then the student is a person or any fellow who is showing interest towards them, it means that his attitude is also similar to them, right? If the person who is not interested, he feels that the thing what the other group is doing is wrong, then definitely he will start avoiding them. So it depends, and by see, our attitude is judged by the group which we are maintaining. If you have a good friend circle, definitely you will be counted in as a good person. If you are going with, or if you are moving with people who do the wrong, then definitely you will, though you are not so interested or though you are separate from them, then also you are counted in them only. right? So it has a powerful influence on a person's preferences and on his or her behavior. According to him, attitude has three essential components. Earlier, we have seen four components. According to C.T. Morgan, he says that it has only three components. What is it? A feeling component, a cognitive component regarding the mind, mental state, right? And an action component, right? So, on the basis of the description of attitude given above, we can infer, we can conclude that an attitude is a mental state. It's a cognitive component, right? Is largely shaped by a person's beliefs, feeling, values, and experiences, right? It is largely shaped. So, largely shaped means the attitude, the way of thinking is largely mended by a person's beliefs, what he believes, how he feels, and the values what he has for that particular thing or object or a person, and the experience what he gained in his past life, right? Influence the way we look at. Then definitely, so we see some people who are optimistic and pessimistic. There are two type of people we can say. The optimistic people, they see everything good. They find good in everything. And the pessimistic person, they find negative and bad in other things, right? In everything. So it depends, it influences the way we look at and evaluate people. Evaluate people means we'll judge people. See, if you find a person, suppose a person came to your house, or a relative, if you say a simple example which you might have experienced, if you say some person, a relative came to your house, right? Though he is very good to you, but you get simply irritated with his talking or with his presence, right? You don't know why you're feeling such. So here, it's our way of looking. You might have certain idea in your mind, in subconscious mind, that this person, whenever he comes to my house, I just simply get irritated or I'm upset by seeing them. See, that type of notion which you have already preconceived in your mind, that comes forwards whenever you see that person. So we look at or evaluate people, actions, situations, objects, ideas, and issues, and the way we react to them. As I told you, the example of a baby who has fallen down when the baby was playing. The response of the people who are in the house, it's totally different. They do mismatch each other, right? One says it's okay, it happens. Other says that, oh, one may start crying, what happened to my child? So this type of different emotional people we can see in our family too. In turn influences a person's likes and dislikes, the attitude, the what I have said that in the previous slide, what I told you is the object ideas influence the way we look at and evaluate people, how we judge people, right? Actions, their situations, objects, everything. So in turn influences a person's, what happens? Those are the basic foundations for your likes and dislikes, and determines whether we respond positively or negatively. So the basic of all these likes, dislikes, being positive, negative, the base is the same thing. The attitude means how you look at the things, right? Or it can be a someone or something. Attitude like behavior, this point you have to what you have to set in your mind, that attitude like behavior can be learned. How the behavior is learned? Good behavior, it's a habit, right? Attitude like behavior can be learned. You have to behave properly, you have to behave in a you have to respect your elders. These behaviors what the child is being taught from the childhood. As they grow up, they forget these things, and when the thing comes to the attitude also, if the person learns the behavior, if he's still learning, then what happens? The attitude can also be learned like this. Yes, Right. We can do this by either observing others or imitating them. What is it? You can learn this attitude by observing the other people or by imitating them. The simple example of a hero, a protagonist, yes. In a movie, if you remember Srimantudu, right, in Mahesh Babu, when he opted one village, he inspired the other people in the country, in the state, to adopt some or other village, their home village, right, native town or a native village. In the same way, what happened? He just motivated them by just doing that moral movie which gives some moral or some message. Such type of movies, what happens, they, when the people observe them, they too get what you can say, tempted to do something for their place. So we can do this by either observing others or imitating others. A simple example of a small child, when they see the cartoon channels, right? When the child sees the Chota Bheem, what they do? They just start talking in the same manner and they just behave in the way how the Chota Bheem is acting in that cartoon series, right? So they just imitate by observing and they uh, imitating and observing them. So by this they can learn the good habits. By this they can learn the good attitude too. When our beliefs, opinions and feelings cause us to behave consistently in a characteristic way while dealing with a diverse situation, when you have, okay, you have set your mind that I will do all good in my life. I won't be distracted from the other thing, distracted by the other people or the things around me. But what happens? The situation is not going to be same all the time. It will change, right? So that consistently is a characteristic way while dealing with a diverse situation. When you deal with different situations, they become our attitude, right? If the person had made his mind that today he is not going to be anger, he is not going to be angry with anyone. When he has set that attitude in his mind, when he faces a diverse situation, when different type of situation arises which makes him very irritated, okay, very what you can say, distracted from the situation, then what he will control, what he will tell to himself that no, I have said my mind, I have already stated that I won't be angry today. So that attitude, as I said, that can be learned. So in the same way, diverse different situations, they become our attitude. When you balance yourself in all situations, then definitely that becomes your attitude, right? Now at that time you have control over yourself. Now, as mentioned above, some social psychologists have studied attitude in terms of the following three components. That is action component, a feeling. First one is a feeling component, how you feel about it. Next one is the cognitive. When you feel something about, then you'll start thinking about it. What is the first one? A feeling component. So let me explain this one. This is the effective emotional response that expresses an individual's choice, preferences for a particular object based on his feeling and desires. Right? It depends upon the feelings and the desires the person has his choice. Okay, for example, what they have given, I feel upset when I see people working in a poor conditions. So this is the feeling. If I see some people leading a miserable life, I feel upset. That is the feeling that is caused, right? By seeing that feeling, what is another step is the cognitive component. This is the mental evaluation. You will start finding what's the reason for their miserable life, why they are leading such a miserable life in that situation, right? So this is the mental evaluation of an object on the basis of belief or opinion that a person holds about that particular object. For example, I think, right? Here, I feel. Here I think that in our society, illiteracy is responsible for the deprivation of citizen. The condition for the poor means the poor condition of the people might be the reason of illiteracy rate. Means the people are not educated. They might be exploited by the other people, right? So the next last one is the here the action component. For that, what is your action? What is the step you are going to take the poor people out from their miserable lives? So this is a typical behavior tendency of an individual determined by his or her feeling and opinions, right? The feelings means the feeling component, opinions means the, you can say, the cognitive component. For example, I have volunteered. Here they have given that I have volunteered to spread awareness about the importance of conserving the planet and will therefore campaign in cities and reduce consumption of plastic. So in the previous examples we have seen that what's the condition. When I see the people in a miserable leading their miserable life, I feel upset. The second one is I came to find out that the illiteracy might be the reason for their miserable lives. And the other thing, what I will do in the action component, what step I will take is that I will find solutions. I will make them educate, or I'll give some, what you can say, funds to come up from their miserable conditions. That is the action I'm going to take, right? Now we'll come, till now we have seen what attitude is and what are the components. Right? See, when the question comes from attitude, what is attitude, and write about its components, then you can give the definition. The four components, what is what I told you earlier, and you can explain about the C.T. Morgan's three components: the action component, feeling component, and the cognitive component. There, the answer ends. Now, coming to this one, positive attitude. Yes, a positive attitude. This word is frequently heard, right? Positive. You have to be positive. You have to be positive. You should not think in a negative manner. Is it possible for a person to think positive every time? No. Everyone, see, though it telling it's giving the message or giving a lecture is very easy to say the person to think positive, think positive, think positive. When the thing comes in a practical, when you lead up, when the situation arises in your life, then at that time thinking practice positively is a little bit difficult. But if the person have a control or he has a balance over his thoughts, definitely he can change that negative situation into a positive one. We have a lot of examples for this. Yes, a positive attitude is indicative of person's optimistic outlook. Optimistic, earlier I talked about the pessimistic and optimistic people. Optimistic people who find everything good, who sees good in everything, right? So is the person's optimistic outlook, his or her belief that they can overcome challenge. What is it? They can overcome challenges and can achieve success by positive thinking. You have number of live examples. You can take the example of KFC, Colonel Sanderson, the person who has seen throughout his life failures, number of failures, but now, well, you can see a KFC center in every town, right, in every country. See, he has came, so he has a what you can say, a confidence in him that made him success, a confidence, a trust. So first thing what the person should have is self confidence. Okay, if the person has a confidence on himself, definitely he will achieve one or the other day, right? So the belief that they can overcome challenge and can achieve success by positive thinking. And you can take the example of Thomas Alva Edison. right? The inventor of electric bulb. He failed 1,000 times, but he has a, what you can say, a strong belief in himself that he will definitely get success in achieving that, in making that electric bulb, and at last he got success in it, right? So that type of positive thinking, if you have in your mind, definitely you can achieve what, how many hurdles you may face in your life. Okay, now when a person responds constructively to stress, is in a balanced way to stress, has the confidence to deal with problems and tries to find opportunities in every situation. If you remember the story of in your inter first year lateral thinking, right? If you remember the black pebbles and the white pebbles, how the girl came out from that difficult situation from the money lender, right? She, whenever you face some problem in your life, when some, you won't face all the time, but whenever it comes, at that time, you, instead of worrying too much, it's better to stay cool and to think what the solution can be, what solution we can get from it. Okay, we have to hunt for a solution, right? So when problems and tries to find opportunities in every situation, he or she is said to have a positive attitude, right? This positive attitude can also, as I said, that attitude can be learned. In the same way, positive attitude, being positive in every situation, it can also be learned by practice only. You have to train your mind all the time that I have to think positive. It won't come overnight. We have been, what you can say, we have been training our mind to think negatively in every situation. So it won't come, you won't get the result overnight. It comes only in practice. When you practice daily, you have to train your mind, right? See, when we have a quarrel with someone, when we have a fight at home or with our friends, whatever it is, what happens when there was a fight, when the situation is little disturbed, we start thinking again and again, and we will make number of negative thoughts regarding that person. We start conclude, what you can say, that we start judging the person. We start concluding that, we come to evaluate that person, that no, this person is so, is like that only, he won't be changed. If you have a trust, if you have a belief, if you have a positive thinking, definitely that worst situation can also be in your favor, right? Instead of seeing problems, what it is that, instead of seeing the problems and the failures as a stumbling block of to achieve success, he or she treats failures as a stepping stones to success. This is the proverb we know very well, right? Yes, here are some of the characteristics of the positive attitude. First characteristic, if the question is asked directly, what are the characteristics of a positive attitude, then you can simply write down all these points. First one, people with a positive attitude believe we have a choice. What they will think, they have a choice whether to think positive or you have to think negative, right? See, and that our happiness and success depends on how we choose to think. So our happiness and success is also depends upon how we think. So thinking is a major role in everyone's life. Thinking is a major role in everyone's life, and what we choose to do. They do not worry without good reason. This is the important point which you have to learn. It is a life lesson, you can say. It's a life lesson, not only the fourth sem syllabus, right? They do not worry without any good reason. They simply don't get worried. They know that although certain situations are beyond one's control, suppose you are sitting in a what you can say in a room in your house comfortably watching the television or the movie, the favorite movie which is all telecasting on the TV, right? You're just watching it very what you can say with a lot of enthusiasm you are watching, and at the same time there was a heavy vehicle which was going outside of your house with making lot of noise with a lot of horn, just pressing the horn continuously. It makes you get irritated, but do you have control over it? No. In the same way, in our life too, there are some situations which are not in our control. Then what you have to do, we can choose how to deal with it with them. It enables them to function productively and efficiently both in their personal lives and their professional spheres. So when you work, so it works in both personal and professional lives, right? People with a positive attitude often have a large circle of friends. The person who is of positive attitude means the person who is having a positive thinking, definitely he will always be happy and healthier too, right? The person say when you think negative, what happens, your lot of energy is consumed, utilized, because your mind is completely disturbed. You're putting lot of energy to think the same thing which happened, even if it happened year back also. You will just think, you will rewind it again and again, and you will just vanish your energy, the positive energy which you have. But the person who is a positive thinker, whose attitude is positive, often what happens, he is a happier person definitely, and he will be a healthier one. When the person is happy, definitely everyone comes and shares their feelings with them, because they start trusting him. Okay, this fellow we can trust. He gives us sincere advice to us whenever some problem arises, right? Often have a large circle of friends. If you find a people around you, the person who speaks all the time negative or abuse the some or the other person, do you want to will you continue with him? You for some time you may continue, but after some time you will start avoiding him, saying that no, I have some work or some other thing to do, right? The person with a positive attitude have a large circle of friends, as they have very good social skills. They communicate very easily with everyone, right? And can communicate effectively. Their enthusiasm, their happiness creates a friendly atmosphere. You are very comfortable with their company, right? And earns people's trust. At the same time, every person or if the people around him start trusting him, because his happiness, his friendly nature makes you comfortable to share everything with them. They make good team leaders. What they do? They make good team leaders. He don't want to be this leader on his own, but he will make the other person to come up with their skills, with come up with their talents, right? They make good team leaders because they are supportive and encouraging. They support the person, they encourage the person to come up with their talents or the abilities what they have. They also know how to bring out the best in the people. See, if you find a person, if you might have seen elder, a parent, when a child does some or other thing wrong, when they were, suppose if they are doing some drawing work, they are not so perfect in the drawing, but what the parent does there, they will just simply encourage the child. Oh, you have done it very fantastic, just you have to do little correction in it. So in that way they will encourage the child, and they will bring up all the talents which the child has, right? There are good decision what they are. This is the decision maker. They are good decision makers. The person with a positive attitude are good decision makers. So when you go for a shopping, When you go for a shopping, when you have selected two dresses, right? But you have a confusion which one you have to purchase, and you will start asking the other people who the salesperson who are standing there, you will start asking them which one is looking good to me, right? So at that time what happens, you can't able to take decision which is good and which is bad for you. So here they are good decision makers as they focus on relevant things. When faced with problems, they find ways to solve the problems. So in the same way, this one I have just given you the example of a dress. In the same way, the situation, you have number of situations which arises in your life. At that time also, you have to think it in a peaceful manner, in a peaceful, with a peaceful mind. First, every problem you have lot of solution. If you see the example, it might be the old example. If you see the problems in a maths textbook, it every problem has its solution. Every problem has some or other or different solutions, right? In the same way, the problems are in a human life also, it can be solved, but it can be solved in a different manner. That solution you have to find, you have to search for that solution, right? They are result oriented, they just focus on the result, what you want. Okay, they don't want the miss, they won't focus on other irrelevant things, and thus are an asset to any organization. If you see the faculty of your college, what they are, they just focus on the result oriented. Means if the student is dull, their focus is, if the student is average, see in a class you may see different type of students who are below average, average, above average, and excellent. So teacher's target is to bring 100% result in the class. So what she or he will do, they just focus on the result, how to make this below average student to just qualify the exam. So the type of dedicated persons are needed to any organization or to any institution. Given below are 10 steps to improve self concept and self esteem. First, self concept and self idea and a self esteem to enhance your self respect. Make a regular SWOT analysis. Make a regular SWOT analysis. You have to check yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the opportunities and what are the challenges you have to face in your life? You have to prepare your SWOT analysis or the SWOT analysis. If you find that, okay, this is my weakness. If I give you the example of if a person doesn't mingle with the other people very easily, or a person doesn't have a good communication skill, as I said, mingle means a good communication skill, or he doesn't have a good command over the computer or the language. So what the person, that weakness he can make to his strength by taking some coaching or training or talking to the other people, right? In that way you can make your weakness into your strength. Accept yourself as you are. This is the main thing what you have to focus on. You have to accept. See, what we just do is we start comparing ourselves with others. Every person in the world is unique. No two individuals are alike in their attitude or in their behavior, right? So here everyone is unique and you have to accept how you are and not as you think you should be. Suppose if you see a hero or a heroine or actor or actress in a movie and you will start comparing yourself with them, then what happens when you start comparing with them? You will just get upset, you won't be happy with yourself, right? Ask a friend whom you trust. See, getting a good friend is also, we can say that it's a luck. So trust a friend whom is ask a friend whom you trust to indicate your strengths and weaknesses. Ask a person who is a well-wisher of you, a genuine well-wisher. Ask them your strengths and weaknesses. Then definitely, though they observe you so many times from so many years, definitely they will come to tell you that this is your strength and this is going to be your weakness. Learn to appreciate others. This is another quality that every person should have. You have to appreciate others. If you find some person, or if you find some even at home also, why you have to go outside? Even at home, if your mother or your sister or your father has dressed very well, just appreciate them by saying that you are looking today very nicely in this sari. See how they feel. Okay, so in the same way, appreciating others is also a talent. Some may get jealous by seeing their what you can say appearance, by as they look good or nice in particular dress or in the particular color. You get just annoyed and you get jealous of it, and you will start what you can say. What you can say is that you will just take yourself back. You won't express your feelings, right? So here appreciating others means you are expressing your feelings. Learn to accept compliments from the others gracefully. In the same way, if someone appreciates you, you have to accept it in a pleasing manner. You should need not you should not feel that okay, I'm beautiful or I'm handsome. I don't need any compliment from them. You have to accept, though you know that you're a beautiful or a handsome person, then also if someone appreciates you, you just take it in a graceful manner. Observe your thoughts and emotions. What is it? You have to observe your thoughts and emotion and learn to express them in a right manner and in the right context. Right manner and in the right situation. You have to express your thoughts and emotions. When you feel your self-esteem is low, when you feel that your self-respect is getting lower, at that time, this is the situation where the people used to commit suicide, or you can say that they become depressed. At this depressing moment, the person at that, see, telling is very easy. When it comes to the practical, implementation is on the particular person. So here, when you feel that your self-esteem is getting lower, at that time you have to remember your past goods. Remember the things which you did well, when you have done that work, when everyone has appreciated you, you have to remember that situation and you have to come up from that low feeling, right? Take up challenges and do not believe you have failed before you have tried. You have to take up challenges. If the person has not taken any challenges or he has not seen any failure in his life, we can say that he has not taken anything good, or he has not even tried anything new in his life. Okay, so always remember, what is it? Always remember, failure is a stepping stone to success, towards success. Do not give up. This is the thing which you have to remember throughout your life. That is, do not give up. Okay, keep trying, keep on trying. Last one, continue to update yourself as you update your mobile for a proper functioning, right? In the same way, you have to update yourself in terms of knowledge, skill, and thoughts. I hope you might have understood this topic nicely. If you can't, if you didn't understood, again, just watch it twice or thrice, then definitely the point is going to be clear for you. Thank you. And in the next class, we'll meet with another topic, that is body.